What's up, gang, and welcome back to another edition of Road Tripping with the Roots.
Hi, guys, and if this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much for joining us. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like this video. We will have more heat coming your way.
Yeah.
What If will be coming soon. Jungle Cruise will be coming soon. We've got a lot going on.
That's right.
If you've been riding with us all along, thank you so much. Please be sure to like this video and comment down below. Joining in on the conversation so we know you're here. Let's get into the Rude's Real Review, Loki. The final episode, episode 6. Before we even get into it, just so you know, full-on spoilers. We talk about everything, but we wait until you're here. So we don't talk while we watch the episode.
Yeah.
Episode 6, For All Time Always. How are you feeling?
Felt good.
I'm not going to hold you guys. I wore my Aladdin shirt because it granted every wish I wanted from this series.
Whew. I'll tell you what, man. From our episode 1 review, I put it right here. I said, believe Marvel when they tell you what's going on, right? So, I said, Kang the Conqueror is going to be the villain, right? Now, last one, I put the link
Episode
to that.
5, we'll have that link. I was going to say.
Yeah. They started to make me flip-flop a little bit. I started to have some doubt.
That's what Marvel does.
Marvel does. That's what they do. But at the end of the day,
listen, you know what? Corey thought maybe we would see Loki, which that would have been
a great twist. Yeah,
that would have definitely been amazing. And you also thought of Mordo. Shout out to Doctor Strange, and I know Doctor Strange 2 is coming up, so can't wait for that.
So usually all right. So going back to Black Widow, I'll leave that video in there also. But the reveal of Taskmaster was so trash. We didn't know who Taskmaster was. Just the reveal alone was trash, right? Come Loki. When that elevator door opened and it was really Jonathan Majors sitting there, I was shocked. I was to the point they really did it. I couldn't believe it.
So guys, let's go in order.
Okay,
right?
sorry.
So listen,
I'm just saying I couldn't believe it.
So here's the thing. Again, we don't discuss the episode while we're watching it. For the first time, I was speechless. From the beginning to the end, there was nothing I wanted to say to you because I was... I would say this. Watch it and make sure to watch it with the closed captions on because they had the most amazing intro. It was the most amazing intro. You hear everyone's voice. From the Avengers, hearing Chadwick Boseman's voice, I've got to prepare myself for the What If series. To Nelson Mandela, to Sylvie, to Vision. And, when Vision says, what is fear without love persevering? Or something, to those lines. You can correct me in the comments. But... immediately, I was drawn in.
Yeah.
Just by the intro. And, Marvel always does amazing intros. But just by that intro, I was done. So, put your closed captions on because they're dropping gems.
Yep.
They're dropping gems.
I actually thought you were about to talk about, Nelson Mandela and all of their voices. I didn't know you were about to talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I said, from the Avengers to Nelson Mandela, it's just the array of people. But then... I
didn't like that, actually.
You didn't?
I didn't.
I loved hearing Vision.
During the Marvel, the logo reveal, I ain't really like that.
I loved it. Comment down below if you agree with me or you agree with Corey. But hearing Vision's voice and hearing Vision talk about love persevering, and I just...
Maybe because they had the little
in.
corny Captain America music playing in the background. Maybe that's why I didn't like it.
It's the Captain America hate for me, guys. First of all,
I don't hate
One time
Captain
for Sam.
America. Right. I was about to say, hold up.
If you somehow caught on to the Loki series but did not watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, highly recommend that you do that. We will include our first episode review here, but man. And then you had them come into the Marvel clad. You know you're getting older when you're looking, you're like, the detail on the Marvel. The marble alone. Listen, Marvel's marble is on a whole new level.
Yeah.
So you have Miss Minutes with her messiness.
Miss Minutes is messy.
Messy. And she says, welcome to the Citadel and end of time. She really is.
We're going to find out down the road that Miss Minutes is some Stark tech.
No.
That was stolen in the
I don't
future
know if it's Stark tech. Miss Minutes almost hits you non-androidish. Like almost like there's a person behind the
Jarvis
voice.
and Friday was the same way.
For me, I thought Jarvis, and I can go back and watch the movies, I thought Jarvis was more matter of fact. Where Miss Minutes hits you with voice inflection and pettiness. That's on the next level.
It's the Southern drawl.
That might be it. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
She definitely said, hey, y'all, welcome to the Citadel in the end of time.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Versus the English accent that is
maybe.
More, yeah.
She introduces us to He Who Remains. She says, He Who Remains wants to do a deal. So even when they get through the door, they still don't meet the man, right? Miss Minutes does her job as the gatekeeper.
Yep.
She offers them
some deals,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And one thing, in the comics, did Loki ever possess the gauntlet?
Ooh.
Because I felt like she stayed on the gauntlet a little bit longer because she offered him.
My initial thoughts are no.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. There was a series where the gauntlet was being passed around. Like Adam Warlock had the gauntlet, Black Panther had the gauntlet.
So maybe we've got to go dig deep. Listen,
there's a few people that wielded the gauntlet.
Listen, our comic book peeps. I know we've got some diehard comic book peeps. One time for Tyrannius Maximus, one time for Lydell the Great, and for Duran the All-Knowing. Like, let us know what you think.
And as a matter of fact, listen, we're gonna come with a special episode with our homie from the first Infinity War review we ever did. He was involved. We're bringing him back.
Yep.
My man Jason. You'll see him next vid.
Another reason why I thought Miss Minutes might not be or might stem from a real person. Mm-hmm. She called the Avengers self-righteous. Mm-hmm. Like she had an opinion and she had a grudge. And she tries to sell Sylvie and she tries to sell them being together and they weren't going for it. So she hit him with the good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck on your future endeavors. Yeah. Good luck on your future endeavors. Those are always like bars, right?
She future endeavored them.
She definitely just goes off, pops up in Renslayer's office with her sloppy self. Miss Minutes is sloppy.
She's supposed to be downloading some files for Renslayer, which I don't know what Renslayer wanted downloaded, and I don't know what Miss Minutes gave her because she was like...
She said, you should read this. He'd prefer you read this.
Yeah, she was like... Renslayer was like, this wasn't what I needed. She was like, he thinks this would be good enough for you.
So she's like, who's the first time... Well, I think it's the first time, too, Miss Minutes is saying, listen, you're not the boss of me.
Yeah.
Miss Minutes played her role. And, oh, yeah, I'm working on it. I'm getting it for you. She's like, listen, I hate to hurt your feelings, but you're not really. Yeah. You're not the dun-dada of this all, right? Mm-hmm. He says you should read this. So I'm curious to see. I'm also curious, what files was she packing up for her getaway?
Right.
Renslayer knows her time is up, pun intended. And so she's packing up. Mm-hmm. I think it's funny, though. Well, we'll get into it more. Yeah. I think Renslayer is a very interesting character. Very interesting. Mm-hmm. Loki, Loki is I and I am him. Loki does the 2-finger swipe of the furniture. He's like, are you sure he's still alive? The place is dusty.
Yeah.
Dusty. You sure? Does Miss Minutes have a sister? Madam Maid? Like, get to it. Let's get to it. But then you have them go to meet He Who Remains, and you see in the elevator, as you said, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, I am going to stick with either calling him Jonathan Majors or He Who Remains, because they specifically asked him who he was. And he would not tell them. He said, I go by many names. Like a conqueror.
Many names.
And it was something else, right? Which I'm cool with. We kind of know who he's supposed to be.
I think there's a reason behind that.
But I don't want Marvel to backdoor me.
I have a theory about that.
And say, do the Ralph Boner on me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I have a theory about that. So when you first saw him, it immediately, the whole thread of this,
I know what you're going to say,
was giving me Wizard of Oz vibes.
Oh, nope, not me.
But when we see Jonathan,
yeah,
I got Oz vibes.
Really?
The Wiz. I got the Wiz vibes.
I did not.
When I see Jonathan, I got the Wiz vibes. From his purple to the green, like, you know the part.
He's wearing his colors.
Yeah.
That was the cosplay. That's the Kang cosplay.
That's the Kang Bound.
Yeah.
Right? But
bound.
in the Wiz, when they go through different colors, my color now is green and red, and it just, shout out to Quincy Jones and the crew that did the Wiz, the amazing body of work that it is. But that's what it gave me.
Now, you know what? When I seen him
with Willy Wonka's jacket on, though, he gave me Willy Wonka vibes too.
I immediately thought of your boy,
who?
Grandmaster.
Guys.
I immediately thought, like, he's like, the way he's talking to him, so happy-go-lucky, jovial.
It was so amazing.
I'm like, he gives me Grandmaster vibes.
I watched all 3 Thors recently. And also did, if you're not following us on social media, at Road Tripping with the Roots on Instagram, our website, or if on Twitter, at Road Roots, I will be dropping a blog here soon with my top 5 Marvel post-credit scenes. And the Grand Wizard and the Collector are probably my favorite. Would you call them B-cast?
No.
What would you call? They're probably like my favorite, like, not headliner characters.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And now Jonathan Majors, he gave me that nervous,
like, secondary.
character. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. That makes sense. That really makes sense. And he says during the, what is it with this series in elevators, by the way?
I don't know. You're right.
Are we going to see elevators in Doctor Strange?
I don't know.
Is that was another reason. So he had the OG Willy Wonka look to me. So like not the Johnny Depp one, right? But the Gene Wilder one. And I think about the elevators, how they would travel through in the elevators. And he says, while on the elevator, I'm not what you expected, am I? And I'm thinking, yes and no.
Right. Yo, it was
He's
crazy.
He's not what you think of Kane the Conqueror,
to
your
that's
point.
Not what I was thinking.
I was thinking he would come across more menacing, more, I don't know. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Well, he said, you don't want my other variants here.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think the reason why, I think this gives them the ability to stray away from the comic and still introduce the comic Kane the Conqueror later.
As a different type of character.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it gives them that. Jonathan Majors as an actor is amazing.
He killed it. I was looking at this. I said, I mean, I knew he could act, but
Lovecraft
this is
Country.
Crazy.
Shout out to season 1 of Lovecraft Country. We are huge fans. I'm so happy to hear that it's being picked up by another network. Stay tuned for that. And comment down below if you think that we should do a review on those episodes, because we really did love that.
Yo, listen. I knew he was a good actor. I was actually sucked in now with the reveal. Between the reveal and the way that he was playing Kang, I was all in. I couldn't stop looking. Like, I was just focused. I probably didn't blink.
So here was the thing. This is where I said I was like speechless. So when you go into his office, it was absolutely giving me Sanctum and Agatha Harkness vibes.
With a hidden Mickey in the
With
back.
the hidden Mickey in the mirrors. You know,
window.
Let us know in the window. I'm sorry. You'll see, like, as he's sitting, it looks like a hidden Mickey. One time for the 50th anniversary coming up. But I was getting the Sanctum vibes. I just... We pop back to Renslayer. She's packing up everything, right? Mobius comes in and says, listen, we know your secret.
Yeah.
Then we flash to B-15.
B-15.
Who has to stop, who's being chased by U-92. So they've been going through this.
So just from deductive reasoning, Mobius, Easy Mo B. See, I almost called him Morbius. I had to pause there.
Easy Mo B.
Yeah. Easy Mo B must have, he went to B-15 first. He released B-15 first.
Yes.
Before going to see Renslayer.
Yes.
So they set their little plan in motion.
Yeah.
Before he even went to go see Renslayer.
So, but here's my thing. First of all, and I love B-15. I'm sad that we didn't see C-20, but there's another season, right?
Yep.
So U-92, first of all, lets us know that they've got a whole... You could do a series. You could literally do a series on Hunters. On the TVA. But they end up in 2018 in a school where we find a variant, because she's not yet Judge Renslayer. Ravonna Renslayer as a principal.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on that?
It makes so much sense to how she found out that the timekeepers were basically fakes, and she's still keeping with the task. Right? She always talks about principal, and in a former life she was a principal. But here's my thing. With those pens being the pens that are also in Judge Renslayer's office.
Okay, come on.
Renslayer, did you visit yourself?
Come on now. Which means...
So Renslayer, you knew? And you would go visit your... That is the most bizarre thing ever.
Nah, so to me that means she definitely indicted herself as a accomplice with Kang.
Here's my thing.
Because if you're going to visit yourself...
Hold on. Is she going to visit herself? Here's my thing. Is she going to visit herself? Or was that her? Kang visiting her?
Nah, because the other Renslayer shouldn't know the other Renslayer. You know what I mean? So why was the pen in Renslayer's office?
Why wouldn't Kang...
Her name is something else too. I seen it on the diploma and on the back wall.
Why wouldn't Kang, as he's courting her, visit her in both places?
For what?
Maybe he's checked all of time, and that's the one for him.
I don't know.
I don't know, because I was like, is she going back now to 2018? Like, it's weird.
It definitely gave me a clue to... She's playing dumb to me. She got to be playing dumb. We need to know how she got that pen in her office.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if she brought the pen back, then that means she went and checked on herself, right? Which means she know the TVA is a fraud. Which then means her and Kang are working together.
I don't know. I mean, it might be. Like, it makes me think of Handmaid's Tale when they go back to the people before, before all of the change happens. You get to see, like, people's former lives. Okay. And without giving it a lot away, one of the characters before was a teacher. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And really cared about students and saw like the misuse of students, and then like she just became super to the wrong side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Because I thought, man, if
That
she
was a
would
nice
visit
little
herself.
wrinkle. That was a nice wrinkle to say. We'll see you in season 2.
Yes, I agree. I agree. It was. It was crazy. We then see He Who Remains with his body language.
Yeah.
The way he speaks. The way he speaks to the Lokis. It's like you're out Lokiing the Lokis.
No. So the more and more they kept showing him talking, like he's standing up and he's talking to him. You know who I started to see? Who he started to sound like to me? You're gonna be mad.
Who?
He was giving me Bill Cosby vibes.
Really?
Like the way he was being so like Jello pudding pops. Like it was like
no,
that.
That's funny because he was giving me Richard Pryor in The Wiz vibes.
Ah.
Like almost that nervous, and it's like
we'll go back and you'll see exactly what I'm saying. And then I'm going back and look at it. I probably could see the Richard Pryor too, but it was Bill Cosby.
I like that he's like, I'm flesh and blood. I just lucked up.
That old Bill Cosby. That's what that was.
I just lucked up. So his mannerisms were really great.
Mm-hmm.
And I love hearing him, like I said, out Loki the Lokis. You then go back to Mobius and Renslayer, where they talk about free will. And we get to see one last beatdown. Mobius, bless your heart. Mobius has been beat up this whole time. Has Mobius won any fight this whole time? And I understand. Shout out to Owen. I understand that he's got the broken nose. But I feel like he lost every time.
It might be by design. Because I ain't going to hold you. I'd be rewinding. I got a temp pad.
Listen.
I'd be rewinding time a little bit.
Listen, even with the pruner, he got slammed. Body slammed. And then she left.
Rolled out on him.
And she took her temp pad, so we won't know where she went. But what if she pops up in the class, in the office?
So
what if she's automatically going there, not knowing that B-15's there?
Run it back. Now I'm analyzing this in real time, y'all. Right here in front of the camera. So look. You just said about you wonder what files she was trying to download to make her escape. Right? But Ms. Menace said he said you need this. So did he download something to Renslayer to tell her where to go? You know what I'm saying? They're working together. It has to be.
I don't know because she's like, who's he?
She did say who. Maybe she don't know Miss Menace is in on it too. I don't know.
Miss Menace lets you know she knows when she wants you to know.
I know.
Hey y'all.
But you know,
I'm looking.
That makes sense though. Like
this.
Here, I'm gonna download some coordinates for you. You meet me here, type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. This is what I will say. This season finale felt different because we already have confirmed a season 2. Falcon and Winter Soldier
felt final.
It really did.
Yeah.
WandaVision felt so cryptic. No, WandaVision's post credit scene definitely said just roll the red carpet open for Doctor Strange, but it didn't tell us anything about Wanda. I don't know.
Here's the thing.
This definitely hit different.
Here's the thing on one. Marvel just blew every kind of theory out of the water, right? Before everybody was saying they'll never reveal a movie level villain in the series. Well, they just did. That's what really blew my mind more than anything. I'm like, yo, they put a movie level character, even though Loki's a movie level character as well, but you know what I'm saying.
Villain. Normally, listen, we didn't see Thanos for what, 3?
Oh man,
3 movies in at least. Comment down below if you know the number.
You didn't even see him doing nothing.
And you saw a glimpse of him, right?
Yeah.
I love the fact that he explains, you know, like Loki's like, so what do? You just you continue to prune innocent timelines, and
it's crazy to hear Loki to try to appeal to someone's
yes,
empathetic side.
yes. I mean, I the maturity of Loki just blows. I mean, it just blows my mind. So you have Loki like trying to figure out, like, as he's talking to He Who Remains, right? He's like, so what are you going to do? Continue to prune innocent timelines? And he's like, no, you two are. And very Willy Wonka-ish says, listen, I'm tired. I'm ready to hand off the keys. I've been doing this, forever. I was looking for the right person, and it was two people. Which, that's a level of arrogance, right? When you're ready to leave, you're like, oh, they're going to need 3 people to do my job. I do the job of 4 people. So I thought that was funny and kind of like true to life, how people think. And then you hear them cross the threshold.
And then He Who Remains actually looked a little nervous.
Well, I loved how he explains, before this, he kind of gives his elevator speech. And he says how he was able to meet with Goliath and weaponize Goliath. So I'm glad that they gave Goliath his shine, because he's
a strong character.
Is a very strong being. So he's not saying, hey, I'm in control of Goliath.
Right.
They give Goliath their props, and then in a very Maui-like way, he says, you're welcome. And then that's when he's like, I'm ready to hand over the keys. You see him get nervous, right? Almost like, damn, I was supposed to be gone by this point.
Yeah.
I should have done the handoff. I was helping you guys along. It took longer than I thought. So now, officially, he doesn't know what's happening next. Sylvie doesn't know what's happening next. Loki doesn't. This whole time, Sylvie is ready to kill him, which is crazy because it was Loki that was ready to kill Goliath without understanding. And Sylvie was like, no, let's get some clarification.
Tough.
And in this point, it was Sylvie that was ready to kill
and Loki
He Who Remains.
And
so they literally balance each other out.
I didn't see that, but yeah, that's dope.
They balance each other out. And then, as you hear the noise, you then see. You see the sacred timeline split like my ends during quarantine. It was crazy.
I just heard you say.
And the whole time I'm thinking of when Mobius was like, oh, people should have free will. No. We've proven we can't be trusted. Okay? If the pandemic has taught us anything, we cannot be trusted. So I, for a moment, empathize with Renslayer as I'm seeing this timeline split. And I'm seeing this quote-unquote free will. I don't watch horror movies or anything like that, but it definitely was giving me Purge energy.
Okay.
Because he even says, if you kill me, you will just start a multiversal war. I don't know what that disc is that he had on his hand that was able to do presentations like no other.
That's the PowerPoint 3.0.
Right. That's next level PowerPoint. And he said, I'll come back. And Sylvie was like, no, you won't. No, I'll be reincarnated. So I love hearing that. I don't know.
Well, it ain't that he'll be reincarnated. His other variants coming. So to me, I'm like thinking, like, how is he keeping the other variants away currently?
I don't know. What is a multiversal war?
That means everything is going to be let loose.
Listen.
You're going to get characters from different universes. Okay? And when I say universes, I mean like in the comic books you had a 616 universe. And then you had a 6 whatever.
There's no point in time, ladies and gentlemen, that I will be ready to watch Howard the Duck Dusted.
No, what I'm saying is a multiversal war. It'll be characters from different places.
I get it. Just don't dust or prune Howard the Duck.
What I'm saying is, it could be Iron Man from a different multiverse.
It's going to be pretty interesting. I will say this.
And it doesn't have to be, you just seen in Loki, right? It doesn't have to be Robert Downey Jr. as this.
No.
Iron Man. I'm just saying. I'm just using Iron Man as an example.
No, I get it. I loved watching, because throughout this series, it was very clear that in so many ways, Sylvie was stronger than our Loki. Loki was holding Sylvie back in this. And he was using his magic to bring her, to reel her in. So he's finally coming to his own. I am excited.
So here's what I got from that. One, I do believe Sylvie is stronger just because she learned her magic on her own. Mm-hmm. Right? She didn't have nobody to teach her. Two, I think Loki actually has become what his mother was to him, to her. Because she didn't even have a mother.
Yeah.
I think that's what's playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? Well, she had a mother, but she didn't know her.
Right.
For the most part. You know what I'm saying? So, now Loki's like, they're like learning from each other at this point. But I feel like Loki has taken that motherly role. Like, when he had the blanket.
Yeah.
My man's a frost giant. He don't get cold.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
But he
that's right.
put the blanket on her.
Well, I think it was his way of, Loki is like, shout out to people that have survived having teenagers. Loki is like a teenager from the standpoint of, you think they don't want attention, you think they don't want to spend time with you, and really they do. Mm-hmm. Right? You see that with Loki. You see him wanting that human connection, and you hear it as classic Loki explains. Like, classic Loki missed Asgard so much that he recreated it on a scale that is... Guys, listen, I spent most of a year and a half in this house. I could never. And he did all of Asgard.
Right. And he wasn't there for years. He was on just another planet chilling.
But thinking of home. So
thinking of home.
And then, as we see the split, you see the statue of not the timekeepers, but of Kang the Conqueror. So you now know that we've crossed over. It's about to hit the fan. And I don't know where it's going to land. I don't know how much of this is going to land in Doctor Strange, where I felt a lot of WandaVision would be in Doctor Strange. I don't know if some of this goes into
it might not.
Spider-Man coming home, or when is season 2 scheduled?
I didn't see it. It's not.
Guys, you need to fracture the sacred timeline and let us know when you're doing it. Okay, Marvel? You do a great job of giving us those timelines. We need to know. We need to know ASAP.
Yeah, because actually, to be honest with you, it didn't really. I'm going to say this. Let me choose it correctly. It didn't obviously put itself in any direction of any movie that's coming up, right? But I'm sure it'll affect.
How did you feel about not having
movies.
an post-credit scene?
I was looking for one.
I was too, because that part is what set me at ease with WandaVision. The WandaVision post-credit scene. Again, follow us on social media and you'll see my thoughts. These are not Corey's thoughts. These are my independent thoughts, because Corey probably disagrees with my top 5 end credit scenes or post-credit scenes, whatever you like to call them. Mm-hmm. Overall, this was amazing.
Yeah. Season 1.
Yeah.
Hold up. Rank it real quick out of the Marvel series. You know what? Don't do it now. we'll say that for the next video.
I have to think about it.
Yeah.
But guys, you know what? If you had fun with us on this review and you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like this video, and comment down below. Join in on the conversation. What do you agree with? What don't you agree with? What theories do you have? It gave what it was supposed to.
It did. I am satisfied. When the marketers call me and ask me,
are you satisfied with
on Disney Plus, were you satisfied with the Loki series? I'm going to say yes. I was satisfied.
Listen, I'm going to hit 1 to stay on after the call for the brief survey. I really, guys, you know, I'm going to go watch it again.
Yeah, facts.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
But this was amazing.
Amazing.
If Feige does it again.
Feige does it again.
This makes up for the 2003 Hulk that Feige was involved in. Whoa. I watched the 2003 Hulk.
What 2003 Hulk?
Right. We almost forgot. How did I forget this? This episode had so much going on. This is our end credit scene. How did we forget when Loki returns to the TVA and he goes to talk to Mobius? Who swiped Mobius's memory?
I know.
It wasn't Renslayer. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Minutes is messy. I do not put it past her. Which would also explain the pen. If Ravonna traveled back, found herself, brings back the pen for proof, thinks she's going to go to the TVA, to the timekeepers.
Yo, you're right.
And Miss Minute wipes
because you
her
know
brain
why?
Every time.
Mobius said, why didn't we do that to C20? They did it to Mobius. Was Hunter B-15 oblivious too?
Yes.
They erased them.
Miss Minutes. Ain't no they. Ain't no they. You know, Corey does that all the time. Like, he's like, y'all. There's no y'all.
If it ain't me, it's y'all. Period.
No, it's Miss Minutes. Guys, I don't know. Comment down below. Let us know. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. And you know what? Until the next time.
Keep tripping.
Bye, guys.